It is time now for the Peter Gel 11 a.m. news report on this Wednesday morning, Wednesday afternoon, January 13th, 2016. Good morning and afternoon, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins. I am 11 a.m. news lines here. Top story at 11 a.m. is in Iran, where Iran's release of 10 U.S. Navy sailors on Wednesday, less than 24 hours after they were detained in the Persian Gulf, is being hailed in both countries as a sign that relations have evolved since it signed a new nuclear deal. That tumultuous relationship nearing an end as President Obama and Congress scheduled one last date for last night when Obama delivered its final State of the Union address. Friday and May have been dusted with a generous helping of hyperbole. The raise emanating from orders on Tuesdays that put Inglewood City plan was quite generous, especially from Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones as LA Coliseum eager to serve as a temporary NFL home. Don't let this winnings intoxicate you with a next winning Powerball ticket set to be selected Wednesday. One could be in for a huge windfall, one worth more than $1 billion. Istanbul, Germany's foreign minister says this country won't make any further immediate changes to this double-breasted Turkey wall. Turkey has arrested 9 people, including 3 Russians suspected of being Islamic State members following a suicide bomb attack in Istanbul that killed 10. 12-year-old Sarah Meyer was standing behind her father when a constable came to the door. The constable was serving eviction notice to them Monday morning at their apartment in Penn Township, Pennsylvania. Right Pakistan, a suicide attack at a polar vaccination center in southwestern Pakistan Wednesday killed 15 people. Many policemen gathered to escort health workers, officials said. For nearly 2 years, ports dragging the high-tech detection devices across the Indian Ocean have failed to solve the mystery of the whereabouts of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. Polish officials said Warsaw waiting for dialogue with the Commission warns Brussels against involvement in domestic political rivalry. Barack Obama never mentioned Donald Trump named during his hour-long State of the Union last night, but he didn't need to. So, North Korea flew a drone across the militarized zone Wednesday, parked it, and South Korean soldiers on fire warned shots at the intruding aircraft. London, the British Parliament instead discussed whether England should have its own national anthem and replace it in an official God Save the Queen. Waffle House fires 2 workers for sound hair in the kitchen as those popular fast food restaurants often open 24 hours, sometimes make headlines in unsafe ways. The Liberty Council, which represents Kim Davis, said she would attend the speech to oppose the administration's threat of religious liberty. A New Jersey teacher, widely considered the nation's oldest student, one intruded today as students and families subway with the cake canals. And some of the trade schools closed because of the absence of teachers. Here, Washington. Former U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder on Wednesday endorsed Hillary Clinton for the Democratic nomination for president. Flint, Michigan Governor Rick Snyder has activated the National Guard after requesting help from FEMA to deal with a lead water crisis in Flint, Michigan. General Motors Company said on Wednesday that it's raising its profit estimates for 2016 is nearly doubling its stock repurchase program and it's increasing its quoted dividend by 6% beginning in the first quarter. U.S. stocks fell out in the rebound in global equities after crude erased a gain on data showing an increase in inventories, treasuries paid losses, and erosion and fresh signal that China-fueled turmoil on the financial markets has yet to fully subside. MetLife Incorporated doesn't believe that it poses a risk to the financial system, but it's waited to find out. If courts agree, the insurers is taking the defense of a large piece of the U.S. General Electric Company, one of the most traded names in corporate America, will relocate its global headquarters to Boston, according to an official familiar with the process. All right, look at that stock market report here, and it is unfortunately down for the Dow, as it's down 24.62 points at 6491.60. S&P 500 is down 2.76 points at 1935.92, and NASDAQ down 21.14 points at 4,664.85. Researchers at Stanford University used nanotechnology to solve a long-standing problem among electrically driven devices from airplanes or so-called hoverboards. Why is Greenland's ice sheet melted? As scientists say, nighttime clouds act as a blanket to prevent warmer from escaping. As scientists say, new satellite data will help them remove furniture. Climate models appear to inform policy decisions. Once upon a Bronze Age, the fire struggling at Nassau River was a circular wooden house built on silt and the home of the family was changed in a moment. Physicists have for months been buzzing about the possible detection of gravitational waves that find that will confirm one of the key predictions of Albert Einstein's general theory of relativity. London. Invest in less than 72 cents a year for every person will make the world far more resilient to the potential devastating infectious disease pandemics, according to global health expert group and convened in the wake of the Ebola crisis. The Paragon Company is volunteering Really, we're calling 2 batches of children's Grafficin grape liquid and 3 batches of children's Grafficin DM cherry liquid. Women eat any type of potato 5 or more times per week have a 50% greater chance of development condition. Our pregnancy diabetes. Brussels, the head of the Europe's Food Safety Watchdog, has written a group of only one of senior scientists strongly rejecting the criticisms in a row about the safety of weed kill ingredient glyphosate. Peter Challenge News Time, 11:05 on this Wednesday morning and going to the Wednesday afternoon, and it is time now for our sports report here. Today, the Boston Celtics will be at the Garden taking on the Indiana Pacers. Game time 8 o'clock. Boston Bruins will be in Philly taking on the Philadelphia Flyers. Game time 8 o'clock, and the North Lancers girls basketball team will be squaring off against the Austin Panthers. Game time 6:30 p.m. What happened to New England Patriots linebacker Chandler Jones on Sunday morning? That's the question being asked in the Frettsburg, Massachusetts area as the Patriots prepare to play the Kansas City Chiefs in a divisional game on Saturday. The Chicago Blackhawks have given a 3-year contract extension to Joel Quenneville, locked up the highly successful coach throughout the 1920 season. And Houston Hall of Famer Monty Urban Power did not feel it would start in New York Giants in the 1950s during a career abbreviated by Major League Baseball's inclusion of black players has died. Peter Challenge time. It's now 11:06 in the morning time here on this Wednesday morning, going to the Wednesday afternoon, and it is time now for a Trevor report here. And Rhode Island Highways, they are looking good here. 495 on the southbound side. We got an accident here on 495 on the southbound side around exit 17, Route 140 in Franklin, so expect some delays here. But all the highways in Western Springfield and Hartford areas are looking good, except for I-84 on the westbound side, a little so before I-91 in Hartford. Good day there. In Boston vicinity, here, 93 on the southbound side, it is so from Store Drive all the way up to Mass Ave. 128 on the southbound side, it is so from 2A Route 2 in Lexington here. We got an accident here on 28 South Mass Street North on-ramp and Sliver Connector, Boston, expect delays here. 93 on the northbound side, so from 20 to the Stoneham stretch here. 195 on the eastbound side, we got an accident here. In Dartmouth, so expect some delays here. In the Westport Dartmouth stretch of Route 195 here. Up in New Hampshire and Vermont, New Hampshire. It's looking good here. I-91 on the northbound side here is a little so from the Wheelock to the Sheffield stretches here. I-93 on the northbound side, a little so for the Franconia stretch here. Up in I-93 on the northbound side, we have an accident here in Ashland, New Hampshire, so expect some delays here. I-93 on the southbound side, a little so around Route 393 in Cork, New Hampshire, doing an accident here on I-93 on the southbound side. After Route 9, so expect some delays here. Spalding Turnpike is a little so before Route 4 in Durham, New Hampshire here. And 295 on the southbound side, we got an accident here in the Portland, Maine area here. Just around Congress Street, Commercial Street, so expect some delays here. But otherwise, the highways in Maine are looking good. Here in 95 on the southbound side, it's a little so for the Carmel stretch in Maine here. And I-95 on the northbound side, a little so around Route 222 in Bangor, Maine here. All right, let's look at MBTA alerts here. The commuter rail looking good. Green line, B branch clears from minor eastbound delays to the disabled train at Harvard Avenue Station here. And on the ferries, they are looking good. Peter Channel News Time, 11:09 in the morning time here on this Wednesday morning. It is time now for our weather report here, and it is a clear day, but don't let those looks deceive you. It is chilly, frigid out. So if you're out and about, buckle up because it is going to be chilly out, and we are under a wind advisory until 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this afternoon for most of southern New England as winds 15 to 25 miles per gust up to 45 miles an hour. Strong winds by midday will slowly diminish during the afternoon as small tree limbs and branches may be down as sleigh power outage and driving can be difficult to speed for high-profile vehicles as a wind advisory is issued when sustained winds are forecast to be 31 to 39 miles an hour. Gusts will range between 46 and 57 miles an hour. Winds are strong, capable to down some small tree limbs and branches are possibly cause of sleigh power outages. Driving can also be difficult to speed for high-profile vehicles. There. And day 1 today tonight. Wind advisory day 2 for 7. Thursday to Tuesday. Saturday to be a bottom risk that wind and weather headlines will be neither along. Northern western ports of Connecticut and the Massachusetts wall. Wind headlines will be neither across. Eastern to southeast of New England there. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. For today, most sides got high about 30 degrees. Breeze wind west with about 20, 22 miles gust size, 43 miles an hour. For tonight, forecast got about 50 degrees, west with about 6 to 15 miles gust size, 29 miles an hour. Thursday, most sides got high about 30 degrees, west with about 7 to 9 miles gust size, 20 miles an hour. Thursday, most gusts got a little about 22 degrees, west with about 3 to 7 miles an hour. For Friday, most sides got about 42 degrees, and south west with about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Here. Friday night, rain like May after 5 a.m. Most gusts got about 32 degrees, chest base is 6%. Saturday, rain 942 degrees, chest base is 8%. Saturday night, chest rain and snow for 11 p.m. Most gusts got a low about 26 degrees and chest base is 40%. Sunday, parts of the most gusts got about 37 about 21 degrees. But Martin Luther King Day, Sunday podcast got Monday about 20 about 14 degrees. But Tuesday, most gusts got about 20 degrees. Currently, Norton 20 degrees, food clouds, humidity 56%, and wind chill 16 degrees. That's gonna be it for the Peter Chill 11 a.m. news report on this January 13, 2016 here on a Wednesday, and viewers will give a good afternoon and goodbye to still at 3 p.m. for 3 o'clock report.